Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone is doing all right and had a nice weekend. I'm just going to analyze a little bit of the markets and see how they go in. As we can see, what's happening today is that the market actually reacted strongly and is going to the upside, where last week I was expecting actually, at least a start of a pullback. But as it seems like it's not pulling back whatsoever, and it actually is forming an ascending channel. So there's not much to say about it. To be fair, it just seems that the market is continuing to go up. So all we can do is just react as it comes along. I've done a little bit of a note here. Price continued to go up, which means that the markets are still strong. However, it has been five bullish candles, give or take, and it might be a pullback at any point in time. However, as the market is reacting, it's only bullish. With that said, the price might continue to go higher, and it might go up to 60, 70, and 60, 50, 60, 100. Sorry, 6,150, and then might do a bit of a pullback, and then in order to continue up. But as we all know, we never know what the market is going to do. So therefore, we wait and react as the market is behaving. I'm going to go through some of my selected stocks. I would like to update on GD, to which I took this the loss today. As we can see, it just came all the way down after had this massive gap, and then not massive bullish candle, and then after the earnings, it came all the way down. So there's nothing we can do. Is how the market reacts. So it is what it is. I'll just take this out of the way and put this down. As for PAM, it's reacting really nicely. To be fair, today I could even make another entry since it has reacted. However, if we go on the weekly, how far is from the 10 EMA? It's not very far. It's what 8% on the weekly. So it could be a good entry. However, I would like to see a little bit of a deeper pullback after this reaction. Probably a bit of pullback, and then if we get another entry, I can enter again. As it is at the time being, I'm not doing anything. I'll just let the market play as it is. We got EXEL, which is playing beautifully so far. It's just the market needs to pull back. How much has it gone from the 10 EMA? 11%. It was at 11%. Now it's at 7%. And if the market actually pulls back down to one of the EMAs, what we can do is get back in and take advantage of the market on the weekly. It's 14%, so it definitely needs to at least pull back. We got Uber as well, which is continued to go up beautifully. So there's nothing we can do. It's just let it play out. We got Virtu, which we got two entries, one at 39.49 and one at 40.11. Just need to play out. And this candle is actually really good because it's a hammer. Is hit this. Excuse me. Has hit this support area and then move back up again. So that means that it is actually a strong move, even though it's a bearish candle. It has a high volume, and they are actually reacted and close pretty close to the opening of the market. VGLA, we don't do anything about it. We just let it play out. It either goes up or goes down. It hits stop loss. It hits stop loss. If it continues, happy days. We got Kairos, which is has this massive bullish move. I did go in over there after this massive gap, after the breakout of this trend line, which if you go on the weekly, doesn't seem much. To me, it looked like a nice trend line, and then it broke out with higher volume, and then with a gap as well with high volume. I should have gone in at 10:36, but I've only gone in at the gap at 12:09. So it is what it is. We cannot get them all, so we get them when we can. TW, nothing today. Is forming a flag. I'd say the flag is forming like that. It's just either needs it to break out, to which we can put another entry. If it break out over there, and especially with volume, we put another entry to our first TP, and then go from there. But as it is at the time being, it's just correcting a little bit on the weekly. Still looks okay because it's nearby the 10 EMA, so it has bullish potential. AEE, I'm leaving it as it is. He almost hit my stop loss, but he's still going to the upside. Therefore, I'll just leave it as it is. Pillartons or Palantir, it's reacting as it is. It's just needed. I'll just leave it as it is as well. It's a bit of a shame that I missed out on this move just because I thought previously I thought that this candle on the 6th of May broke down my 20 MA, to which I will take some profits. But unfortunately, I did take some profits, but it wasn't the correct time. And then this, where I've got this entry, should have been, add up onto this trade. But it is what it is. Just carry on with it. We got BLX, to which I put an entry over here. It's weird, I don't have a pattern though. We go break of structure. Reacted from this support area. And with volume. So what we got here is a hammer with volume after touching the 10 EMA and the support area, and I'll put the entry on that. And then today I'll go an entry at BSX, which it has reacted massively bullish on this side. So it created a kind of form a triangle, broke out. Oops. It broke out with a gap, to which it seems to be, to me, is slightly bearish, but a gap never got filled. And then after the gap, we got a lower volume, so I would never enter over here because there's no pattern. Yeah, it did broke out, but then it finished as a bearish candle, so therefore I don't have anything to enter there. But now here, what we got a flag, a bit wobbly, not wobbly, a bit dodgy flag, but we got a bullish movement to the upside. We got a bit of a flag, and therefore after the breakout, I should have put an entry on Friday, but I put an entry today, even though the volume is lower and there's slight risk that the market might go down. But because we still have lots of room, even if it goes down, there's highly potential that it will still go up and not touch us on the stop loss. And I got CPRX, to which I should have the same thing as a BSX. Should I put an entry on Friday, but I didn't see how the market was reacting. But we got a bullish move on this side, and then a reaction from this support area, pushing the price back up. And then to me, it seems that this is a descending channel, broke out of the descending channel with slight bit of volume, not massively. So it's not the perfect scenario, but I'm still happy with this trade, and it's going up so far, so I'm quite happy with that. I got another few stocks to which I'm interested in it. The way I do this is that what I do is that I go through, first I select the stocks that I want with quite good fundamentals. It's basically using How to Make Money in Stocks by William O'Neill strategy, give it or take, and then added up a couple of other points because usually William O'Neill doesn't use most of the price patterns or that we typically see. Flags or descending wedge, ascending wedges, and things of a sort. what usually uses is double bottom or I forgot now. He uses a cup with a handle. He uses a cup and other ones as well, to which I don't remember at the time being. And I usually use the same thing that he does, but then I add up a little bit the flags. I'm more of like price patterns and price action. See how the markets are reacting. Use the support and resistance areas. Use the EMAs and the Bollinger Bands. It might look a bit confusing, but most of the indicators that I use, I kind of turn blind to them. It's only if they are touching the price that I actually react or try to make a reason behind of what might happen from the price. And then, depending how the price reacts, then I will act upon the price or upon the charts. As we can see, we have on Ryan, we have a bullish impulsive move to the upside, and then we have a flag, to which to me this seems pretty good trade, to which supposed to be on Friday. However, as the volume it's getting dry, I'm not very convinced that this will be a good trade. But we never know. We know we cannot catch them all, so I've selected other trades, to which I'm quite happy with. But as I was saying, like what I usually do is that I do my watch list, and then I see which markets or which stocks are nearby the 10, 20 EMA or even 50 EMA, and then depending on the daily how the market is reacting and patterns that are forming, then I will react as the price breaks or if the price has a good reaction out of a support area, like for example this support area. Excuse me. This support area, the price has moved down. It has formed a hammer, but then this bullish to which engulfed the hammer candle has lower volume. Then we got low volume dodgy, and then low volume again with a bullish engulfing basically candle because it has completely engulfed and spike up. But because the volume is lower, it's not very convincing. However, as I've said before, we cannot catch them all. Sometimes we're going to miss, sometimes we're going to win, and sometimes we're going to lose. It is what it is. It's part of the markets. But as I was saying, these are the stocks that I've selected for this week because they're in there by the 10 EMA. We got Bro, to which I broke the 20 EMA, but then we got the descending wedge, to which is broke out with volume. So actually, this is actually a good trade, to which I am going to put as soon as I've finished with what I'm doing at the time being. It has broke. Oh no, it hasn't. So actually, I am not. The volume is drying up as well, so that means that the price might come back down a little bit, and then continue to go up. So I'll put this as watch list still. So Bro is there. We got PDEX, to which it has close underneath the 20 MA. This is not a pattern. This is just a reference, to be fair, because it doesn't seem like anything. We got BZ, to which to me seems like it's a nice pattern. It has basically reacted from the 10 EMA after broke it up. So we might have something that might give us an entry either anytime this week or wherever we have earnings. So we need to be attentive to that because the market might go up or down depending how the earnings come out and depending how the market will react towards it. We got YMM, to which at the time being I don't see anything of interest. Might get a reaction of this support area. It is touching as well. It has touched the 10 EMA, might touch the 20 EMA. PRMB, As we can see, all the markets or all the stocks that are touching the EMAs, I am interested because it's only when the markets are touching the EMAs that they will continue their move, because they need to retrace to the EMAs in order for it to continue. We got OGE touching as well. You get the idea. This is actually a really nice hammer on the weekly after touching this area support, which is not the best, but it is what it is. The markets are not always going to be perfect, so we need to act as we see fit. But you get the idea. Is everything that is touching the 10 EMA, I will be reacting. Oh, yeah, but I don't like it. Descending wedge on AU. Hmm. I did have a trade on AU. It was up 24%, well, 27%, and then I took profits at, give or not take, 8 to 7%. But it is what it is. And we just need to keep on adding as we plow along the markets. This was too overextended on the weekly when I took profits. Yeah, 13%. Hmm. Worth considering. Ooh, that's nice. It's touching the 10 EMA. What do you reckon? Descending channel. But yeah, you get the idea. If it's nearby the 10 EMA, I'm interested in it. If it's not, if it's overextended, I'm not going to touch it. Basically, simple as. It should be fine as well. Then GD is touching, but is at a loss at the time being, and I don't see anything that will react unless I might get back in on GD unless it reacts tomorrow and it gives me volume as well. If it reacts tomorrow with volume, I'll get in. Now, if we go on the weekly, we go WSB, which is too high, not touching. CRPT, too high, not touching. PLMR, not touching. HTB, it's not too bad to be fair. Ooh, it's actually on the watch list. It's reacting nicely. And if it breaks out, I'm getting in. So I'll put this up because it seems to be. Yeah, that's it, basically. Everything else I'm not interested because they're too far away from the 10 EMA, and I'm not interested on something that doesn't give me the highest probability to win. We could enter on a stock that is really overextended, but then what's the probability of it to go up or it to actually go down to one of the 10 EMAs and then continue?